crazy stuff happening on Capitol Hill this morning. Donald Trump's big, beautiful bill was heading for the budget committee for what was supposed to be a kind of pro forma procedural vote ahead of the real hard thing, which was getting it passed through the House of Representatives. Instead, that vote just failed in the budget committee. They took a vote and it went down 16-21 with 5 Republican congressmen voting against it. Representatives Clyde, Roy, Breachin, Norman, and Smucker. Here to talk about it, our congressional reporter, Joe Perticone. Joe, what's going on in the budget committee today?
Smucker has aided in putting them in a jam right now. This is just classic Republican infighting. What happens now is they kind of have to go back to the drawing board here. So they have this budget resolution, which they passed earlier in the year, which didn't actually do anything. It just laid out a blueprint for justifying their tax cuts through this budget process. And through this process, basically, they still have to find these cuts in certain areas. And this thing failing at the committee stage is huge. And the fact that they allowed it to be voted on at the committee stage, they could have just delayed it while they worked things out. This might have indicated that there was no possible way that in its current framework they could get to all the Republicans on the committee supporting it. And if you look at the guys who are no's, I mean, yeah, it's people like, Chip Roy and Burkeen and Clyde and like a lot of these more hard right members, but like Smucker's not, I wouldn't consider him as someone as far right as Chip Roy or as, obsessed with deficits as Chip Roy. And a huge component of this is they wanted all these concessions, like they wanted to implement the Medicaid work requirements on a much sooner timetable. Previously, it was scheduled to implement 2029, so after Trump would be maybe out of office, kind of up to him at this point. But there were all of these concerns that they had, and the fact that it's failed here, I mean, that is not good news for them as they embark on this. Now, there's a lot of senators who are going to be happy about this because there were a lot of senators who are not happy about the one big beautiful bill idea. Instead, they wanted to do 2, or they had other ideas. I know Josh Hawley was very opposed to the Medicaid cuts. I think he's one of the lone Republicans actually saying that. So this is a huge mess. It's a huge embarrassment for Republican leadership. And the fact that they're going to have to start this thing over to a certain degree is going to make things a bit more crazy and a lot more difficult.